So we talked a bit about what you get for flood insurance, but if I don't have to get flood insurance, why should I get flood insurance? I mean, what do I get for it? I'm not going to be required to get it. I'm in a low risk area, right?
Yes. So the reason why you should buy flood insurance, even if you're not required to have it, and even if you live in a low risk flood zone, it does not mean that you can't still flood. During Hurricane Matthew, which was hardly even a hurricane here, it was really a rainfall event, and the flooding that occurred was because of saturated groundwater and a lot of heavy rainfall. Over 70% of the claims in Hampton Roads were from people who did not have flood insurance and who were outside of the floodplain. When FEMA comes into your community after a flood event and bails the community out, the amount of money that you're going to receive if you don't have a flood insurance policy is peanuts compared to what you'll get if you have a flood insurance policy with full coverage. So people will get an average of about $6,000 in assistance if you don't have flood insurance. That's basically so FEMA knows you can get back in your house and just sleep there. They don't care about bringing it back to the place of where it was before the storm or the flood occurred. They just want you to be able to sleep there safely. So if you have a voluntary policy, it's about $500 a year, again, in those low-risk flood zones. And that $500 a year is going to get you to the front of the line when it comes to assistance from FEMA after a storm event, and it's going to give you much, much more money in terms of assistance so you can get your structure, whether it's your home or your business, back to the place where it was before the storm.
And I should probably do this now, right? Because isn't there a 30-day waiting period between application and coverage?
Yes. So a lot of people who are in some of the projected paths of Irma say, why should we care if we can't get coverage now? The answer to that is yes, you might not get coverage for Irma, but there may be storms behind Irma like Jose or any number that people are projected, to see during this hurricane season. And yes, there's a 30-day waiting period, but that shouldn't stop anybody in a coastal area from getting coverage right away.